What's going on, everybody? Hoovy 186 back again with the video on the road. This is a new series that I like to call Y'all Dudes Need to Calm the Fuck Down, episode 1. Now, everyone knows, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, 97, 98 on Metacritic. The game is going to sell like gangbusters. I predict it's going to sell about 5 million. Everybody's playing the game, everyone except for me. Apparently, it feels like, and some other people. But, me personally, I guess for me, I'm just not into the whole Western theme thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't think the game looks cool. The game looks awesome, I ain't gonna lie. But it's just that Western setting is just not my cup of tea. So, it is what it is. There's a lot of chatter going on Twitter within the Crumb side, the fanboy community, if you will, and a lot of it centers around resolution, right, of this game. Resolution, frame rate, all that other stuff, right? So apparently, the Xbox One X version of this game is obviously the definitive version of this game, but the most importantly, it does native 4K, right? And everybody's losing their shit over it. Or when I mean everyone, I mean Xbox fanboys are losing their shit over it. And listen, the thing is this, right? It's the strongest console for a reason. That was what the console was made for 4K gaming, true 4K as they say. This is what the system was supposed to do, right? And big props. And this is the thing that I haven't seen a lot of people do, a lot of Xbox dudes do. A lot of credit goes to Red Dead, to Rockstar, for making the game the way they did on the Xbox and all the platforms. Like, I look at gameplay of the game looks beautiful, and you have people, Xbox dudes again, who are they're showing screenshots and saying that the PS4 version is blurry and all the other shit. Listen, I can't crush them too hard, because PlayStation fanboy were doing the same thing earlier in generation. To me, it's just an endless cycle of dog shit. That's all it is. So I can't really get on them too much for it. But, like I said, man, no matter where you play the game looks amazing. The game looks beautiful. So it doesn't really matter. But, Digital Foundry did their thing. And they pretty much, they proclaimed what everyone kind of should have already known, that the Xbox One X version was going to be the superior version. And it also is the version that has the true 4K, native 4K. So, big props to Rockstar for making it happen. I guess you could give props to Microsoft for making a machine strong enough, but most of the credit deserved to go to Rockstar. Now, obviously, with this going on, there's a bunch of hysteria going on. You got people quoting each other back and forth for days straight. Everyone, it's just been nuts, and unfortunately, it got to a point where someone who I'm cool with, I think his name is Kratos on Twitter, JDub. He got flagged on Twitter by Dealer and Colt, and all this over a fucking multiplier. Now here's the thing. I saw the comment. Listen, I'm not gonna condone those comments. It's obviously, it's. I guess you could say it's a joke. It's not. It's a crude one that definitely can't. I can't defend it. But the first guy I seen say something about it was Dealer, and then Colt, said pretty much, report this as well. And look, I somewhat understand Colt's position on this, but I also would like to understand. What I would like to understand from Colt and Dealer and their little following is, where was this same energy when Colt Eastwood said that PS4 gamers playing a golfing game were pedophiles, and there are screenshots of Dealer calling Black Bond calling him gay and calling him a virgin or some bullshit like that. Just saying all derogatory shit, and yet all these people don't say nothing. So and for those two, I'm just trying to understand why. Like for Colt, I can understand to an extent because the tweet was about him. Dealer, I don't know what the fuck his deal is. I don't know what he was on. Like he for a guy who calls people sensitive, he got mad sensitive over that tweet. And the tweet wasn't even about him. And I don't understand. I don't get it. Like these dudes had said some real shady shit in the past as well, and yet there was no one that had their thought of reporting anybody or anything like that. So for them to get all sensitive over it, and listen, I get it. Like I'm not like again, I don't want to sound like I'm condemning the joke. You know what I mean? I'm just condoning the joke. I'm just saying that for someone to get banned over a joke, to me is lame. To me, it's lame. Cause I've seen so much worse shit on Twitter when it comes to this crumb side shit, all this fanboy shit. I've seen so much worse. Even some of the gay pictures and shit like that. When it comes to when the PlayStation fanboys do it, and I know some of them that do it. I found out to be more offensive than what J-Dub said. But at the same time, even with that, I don't think people should get reported. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, like it has to be something that's real vile, real scummy to get reported. And like even still, man, like I just think the whole reporting thing is just lame. And to me, it coming from these two and their past. That's a bit rich coming from those two. Like I'm just saying, and I don't have an issue with Colt or Dealer. I don't have an issue with either one of them. I think Dealer is obviously Dealer has his issues. You know what I mean? And Colt, I think with Colt Eastwood, I think the problem with Colt Eastwood is that he comes off like when you look at the channel when you listen to him speak. He doesn't come off like your typical fanboy, right? Like when you see him, when you see his channel, when you see how he represents himself, he doesn't come off like a crap gamer or a mooch. I gotta stop using them as examples, like or He-Bot or any of the other loser Xbox dudes. He doesn't come off that way when it comes to like overall presentation, because he likes to have he has screenshots and stuff. His channel looks very professional. But on Twitter, like he's always like, look, I get it, man. You want to hype up the Xbox, that's fine, whatever. It is what it is. You want to do that non-profit work, do you? But to me, I think he goes overboard with it, and then when people call him out on it, he just starts acting. He kind of like starts acting stupid about it, like he doesn't know what he's doing. And to me, like if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, if you want to talk about not being toxic and any of that stuff, you have to understand that some of the stuff that you be saying, the lies are toxic. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like saying things that has no merit, that's toxic. You know what I mean? That's part of the problem with this community, that a lot of dudes say shit that's not true, and kind of try to twist things to make their platform look good. That's not being a positive influence in the community. Because the problem is that you buried this bullshit, and all your followers are gonna say the same thing, and they're going to they're gonna say the same thing in a debate, and they're gonna get owned because it's just not true. So I mean that's really all I have to say about it, man. Like y'all niggas need to calm the fuck down, man. Like it's just video games, man. Like, and the funny thing is that this could very well be a game of the generation type. It probably is a game of the generation type of game, and yet all I hear people talk about is which version of the game is better. And I'm like, and doing like screenshots and pixels and believing companies that they once said were biased towards PlayStation. I just don't understand the. I guess I understand it because it's fanboy behavior, but I just don't understand the mindset behind it, because at the end of the day, like everybody's playing this game. You know what I mean? Like everybody's playing this game. Whether you own a regular PS4, a Pro, original Xbox, the S, or the X. You know what I mean? Like everyone's playing. Everyone is gonna play the game, and the game looks amazing. So why does it matter? You know what I mean? I know people are getting upset about the executives bragging about having the best version. I mean, that's why the machine exists. so that they can brag about having the best version of games. That's kind of why the machine exists to begin with. You know what I mean? So do I have a problem with Aaron Greenberg or Mikey Barr or Phil Spencer bragging about, you know, their game looking the best on their console? No, I don't have a problem with it, because at the end of the day, that's what they're supposed to do, and two, that's why the console was made. It's used as a marketing tool, because they believe in their mind that having the best version of multiplats is important. That's what they believe. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and shit on them for bragging. Like, I mean, like, to me, that's just what they do. Like, that's what, like, and Aaron Greenberg, like, we all know that dude's about that life. You know what I mean? And you know, the rest of those guys, that's what they do. Like, it makes, like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, like, you know, everybody's going to do the same thing. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, to me, I just think a lot of the hysteria is just dumb, man. And then to me, like, it doesn't surprise me, because, you know, like I said, it is the fanboy community. But, you know, like I said, it's disappointing. And then you see people getting banned on Twitter. It sucks, because at the end of the day, it should have never gotten to that point. And it sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. So there really is nothing else to say, man. Just do I have anything else to say? No, not really. Anyways, this is Hoovy186. I'm out. Peace.